On your website, you have a recent article written by our mutual friend Greg Szymanski about Alex Jones.
Yes.
There's been a lot of rumors about Alex going around through the truth movement, specifically with him being a Jesuit coadjutor. Have you been able to verify this? And if so, what exactly did you uncover about Alex Jones?
Well, my experience with Alex Jones was very brief. I just started my website last year in October of 2006. I was very enthusiastic about the possibility that people like Greg Szymanski and even David Icke gave me by exposing what I had been through, and suddenly I received an email from Alex Jones saying that I shouldn't be trusted because I was Muslim, that Greg Szymanski shouldn't, fall for these kind of things, and for somebody who is Muslim, who is definitely not Christian. He gave me the impression of a very Christian fundamentalist kind of bigot,
Uh-huh.
And he, obviously, the people who at that time we had a sort of a blog on this squarespace.com website I used to have. So people replied to it and said, Alex Jones, you shouldn't talk like this because you yourself have proved more than once that you are not really that morally so correct person yourself. And we know that in the past he's been used over and over again as a disinfo agent, and he's working for people like Adnan Khashoggi and the GCN network, people that are completely in the Illuminati game and are completely controlling the show. GCN is a part of the ABC network, or affiliate, affiliate.
You're kidding.
Yes?
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
Wow. I had no idea about that. Wow. Khashoggi, Adnan Khashoggi is the guy that owns GCN? Is that what you're saying?
Apparently he owns the whole Genesis family, which is a different companies doing different things, all under the name Genesis.
Yeah. Okay.
And he owns also Genesis network, and he's very influential in the choices of this network. But we know exactly what kind of person Adnan Khashoggi is. So, if you have a backer like that, things must be terribly wrong. I just hope that Alex Jones himself doesn't really realize that, but I know that he realizes very well who he's working with. Now he's working with a Knight of Malta like Pat Buchanan next to him.
Yeah.
Come on. You're supporting Pat Buchanan. It's a Knight of Malta, It's the most fundamentalist Catholic in the whole of the U.S., so. How can it's very clear the position of Alex Jones. I don't understand how people can fall for this rubbish,
Well, he seems to be a pretty big fear-mongerer, too. He pushes this fear through his program every day. And a lot of people that I've personally spoken to who used to listen to him, like every day, they had to finally stop simply because they couldn't stand all the fear that they were being conditioned to accept.
Mm-hmm. No, but it's quite interesting, this connection with Adnan Khashoggi also and the Truth Movement that seems to be also repeating because he has also other connections in the Truth Movement. And the connection with John Gray, also the guy who wrote Manna from Mars, whatever vaccines or rubbish.
Yeah.
It's all people that are working for the Illuminati. So people who are just making business and working for the Illuminati at the highest levels. I mean, Adam Khashoggi himself is involved in a club called the Club Safari, which is part of Le Cercle. Le Cercle is a very powerful European Vatican lobby of Illuminati, and connected to the intelligence. And we know also that Khashoggi has been directly involved in 9/11, because he has actually even sponsored through one of his companies and given money to Osama bin Laden.
I see.
So basically, the whole 9/11 truth movement is in the hands of the people who themselves are, you see, the people who have created the 9/11 tragedy are now taking control of the truth movement.
Oh, that's infuriating to hear, to say the least.
So I think that obviously what Greg Szymanski in his article has tried to say is that the position of Alex Jones is a position of a supporter of the New World Order, a supporter that doesn't want to discuss in any way the Vatican, or either the Zionist implications in any way. He never really discusses this.
Yeah, in fact, he has said that he didn't want to offend his Christian fundamentalist portion of his audience, and that's why he doesn't talk about those subjects.
Well, but then why you talk at all? Then stay silent rather than if you don't want to expose the New World Order, you shouldn't talk. You shouldn't really,
Yeah, in other words,
like that.
You have to.
It's very stupid of him to say something like that.
Yeah, well, I heard him say it on his show. So, could you describe for our listeners how the Illuminati controls an entire movement like the 9/11 Truth Movement, and why would they want to control something like that in the first place?
Well, the CIA itself is always trying to activate their programs of mind control through very powerful psyops, psychological operation battalions. And some people might become the unwilling participants of one of their games, or willing participants, because in the case of Alex Jones, he's a man without any scruples. He does anything for money. So he has demonstrated already in the past that he doesn't have much ethics in the work he has been doing. And I can assure you that it's not because he personally attacked me that I'm acting this way. I just want to say that the truth movement is in the hands of other radios of the truth movement. See what is to who is their loyalty, and verify that, and then make your own mind up on what they're saying.
Yeah, that sounds perfectly fair.
I believe that if people really want to see behind the propaganda which is being pushed into their heads every day, they should have definitely a critic eye to people like Alex Jones. But it is really also even more incredible the fact that Alex Jones suddenly started to appear in big television programs here in Europe where nobody knew him, and he was suddenly exposed on TV like some kind of alternative to the media. And people started to know him also through these exposés that were done by various TVs here in Europe, especially in England.
Uh-huh.
So he has been put there, he has been promoted as a showman. He is the showman of this opposition, supposed opposition to the New World Order. Somebody who likes to shout on the roads, but more than that, he doesn't do.
Fair enough. Thank you for the information once again.